Stopping the violence in our city is so important to improve our lives, of course, right now, but also the future for our children. So we wanted to talk to some Metro students to find out how violence is impacting their lives. Okay, so let's talk about this. How has violence impacted your life, Kivian?
Well, I have an uncle that was shot. He was a victim of gun violence. He was shot in his mouth. And I currently have another uncle that is incarcerated for committing a murder.
And how has this impacted your family?
It's hard. It's definitely hard, especially when you're close with them and you're used to seeing them every day and spending time with them, and then now you're seeing them behind bars, or you talking to them on the other end of the phone. They can't talk to you. You can't see them. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Okay, Raciana, what about you?
Well, my brother and father are both incarcerated for things that have to do with gun violence. You go from living with someone and going to school with them, seeing them every day, to just not seeing them at all, or seeing them every once in a while, getting a phone call every once in a while.
What types of things have you seen just in the community, Vanessa, that are troubling to you, violence-wise?
Well, just this past year, we had one of our students at our school shot within the school parameters, and I feel like that was such a young life, and any person. But it really hit our school spirit when we saw one of our own being taken away in front of us.
And Shelby, let's talk about bullying. Have you witnessed any bullying or heard stories or anything like that?
It's not so much something you come out and say, I've been bullied. You say, oh my gosh, I can't believe somebody did this to me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that.
And I think as adults, we don't realize that all of you have seen these things and how it affects you, since it feels like we're hearing so many more stories of violence in our city that it's becoming more common, almost like we expect it.
It's like another thing that should happen when it shouldn't happen, you know? It's kind of like, well, I'm used to it. It's not something that really bothers us anymore, which is a problem. I think it starts with us. I think it starts with our teens, our age.
But what about kindness? It sounds so simple, but showing kindness to someone, you know, maybe that you see at the grocery store or that you see just walking down the street. Do you think, Raciana, that doing those little things, each of us, that can help?
You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're feeling inside. So just being kind to someone could make someone's day, could make them change their whole mindset.
Kindness goes a long way. Have you seen some kindness recently that made you stop and say, wow?
You know, we don't know what people are going through. So I feel like random acts of kindness can definitely boost up the motivation to be kinder in our community, in our society.
It sounds like you guys have it figured out. If we can just, all of us as a community, right, get it all figured out. Thank you guys so much.